Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariel. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. So if that's the type of content you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to come join the family by subscribing to the channel. So today is going to be my second latte makeup look. The first latte look had some products that were pretty pricey, a lot of luxe products. I did get a comment on the last video saying that I love the look, sis, but I can't really afford these products you're using on this tutorial. So sis, say less. I thought I'd create this video showing you that you could get a bomb latte look, or any look you want for that matter, using products that are pretty much closer to $10. Yes, $10. Every single thing that I used on my face today is close to $10. Some may be a little bit less than 10, some may be a little bit more than $10. So if you want to see how I got this latte inspired makeup look using super affordable products, then keep on watching. Okay, socialites, so for primer, I did use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is the one that has the 4% niacinamide, and I did apply an orange color corrector in the hard to cover places. So for me, when I think about creating a latte look, I also think about having that beautiful glowy skin. For that, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion. This one's in the color Deep. And I just want to concentrate this in sort of the upper area of my face. I don't want it to glow all over the bottom part, but in the higher planes of my face, how it's giving it that golden glow. So when you use a product like this, you don't want to go in with the full coverage foundation that's just going to completely cover it all up. You want to use something a little bit more see-through. So I'm going in with actually my favorite drugstore foundation. It's actually a skin tint, the L'Oreal True Match Nude Tinted Serum. Be sure to shake this one well before use, and I do wear the color 7 to 8 Tan Deep. This is one of those products that comes in a dropper form. I'm just going to go ahead and use what's actually on the outside of the dropper, and this gives you about a medium coverage, and it also has sort of a luminous finish. To blend, I'm going to use the back of my Real Techniques blending sponge. For the areas that I still see the color corrector peeking through, like here, I'm going to use concealer for that. So I'm going in with another affordable concealer, which this is the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. I think this runs you like 10 or 12 bucks, maybe 15. Not too much, and I wear the color 35N. It's almost my exact skin tone. The Best Skin Ever products from Sephora, well, the liquid ones anyway, do oxidize. So just keep that in mind. So how it goes on a tad lighter, it does dry down to my actual skin tone. Using the same blending sponge, I'm going to blend the concealer into my skin. I just love how the Lotion gives such a natural radiance to the skin. It doesn't look like just a stark blinding, like a strobing highlight, but it's almost like a healthy glow that comes from within. To highlight, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This one's in the color Caramel. And I'm going to blend this with the side of my blending sponge. For cream contour or bronzer, cream bronzing, I'm going to use the Essence Baby Got Bronze stick. This is only about $5. I think it's so worth the money. It does have a watermelon scent. So if you're somebody like me that doesn't like the scent of watermelon, it's something to consider. But I think the quality of the product, especially for the price, I don't mind the watermelon scent. To blend, I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush. Taking the back of my sponge, I'm going to blend in between cream, bronzer, and highlight just to make sure everything is seamless. because we want this makeup to last all day, we are going to set it with the powder. Nothing too heavy. Going in with the CoverGirl Clean Invisible powder. This is another super affordable powder. I think it runs you about $6, but it's pretty good. Doesn't leave a flashback, and it does have some pretty clean ingredients in it. This one's in the color Translucent Medium. Using the clean side of my sponge, I'm going to use this to start setting my highlighted areas first. Using my favorite powder bronzer, going in with the Absolute Pro New York bronzer. This is one of the most beautiful bronzers on the market, affordable or not. Runs you about $10. It has these light golden reflex that really shine like in the natural sunlight. Looks so gorgeous, you guys. I'll have everything that I'm using today linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. Now for this particular bronzer, I found that the best application is to use a larger, fluffier brush. This one's the Real Techniques 400 brush. I use this to sort of set any type of a loose powder or even pressed powder sometimes, but I like using a wider, more blown out brush for the bronzer, just because instead of it being so strategic like a contour, it just gives you more of like a wash of color across the cheeks, which looks a little bit more natural and a little less structured. So if you want sort of that structured contour look with your bronzer, I do recommend that you use something a little bit more densely packed and smaller, like the Real Techniques contour brush. To fill in my brows, I'm going to use my favorite brow pencil, which is the Sephora retractable brow pencil. I use the color Soft Charcoal. Such a great quality pencil, you guys. I think it'll run you about $12. I usually get backups during the Sephora sale, which I think is going to be in November, and you get 30% off of Sephora brand products. At that point, I think it's like an $8 or $9 pencil. So worth the money. I usually get a couple during that time to last me 6 months until the next sale. For eyeshadow today, we're going into two really good affordable eyeshadow palettes. The quality is really good, y'all. So this is the e.l.f. Bite Size palette. I have the one in Cream and Sugar, and I also have the one in I Love You Latte. They have similar shades. Cream and Sugar has two matte shades here and here, and then two sort of frosted or sort of shimmery like shades in the center. And then I Love You Latte has very similar shades, except this one is completely matte, no shimmers in there. So from I Love You Latte, I'm gonna take this brown shade from my crease. On the first latte makeup tutorial that I did, I used the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop palette, which is an amazing palette with all of the beautiful coffee shades and natural shades that you'll need for this look. It's always on sale, you guys. It's often on sale, let me say that. I've seen it for as low as $11. So that's a great palette that you could utilize for this look. Be sure to check out my community tab, you guys, because I do post when I see really good products that I like. I post the sale and the link to the products in the community tab. Taking my concealer brush that I used for my brows, it's a little bit of concealer left on the brush. I'm just gonna sort of clean up my lid space where I want my lighter shade to go. I'm not necessarily carving it out like a complete structured, like sharp carve, but I'm just sort of cleaning out that space because I do want it blended. I don't want like a separation of colors like you would like a straight up cut crease. Into the Cream and Sugar palette, I'm gonna take this sort of golden color here and place this right in the outer area, being sure not to cover up the brown, sort of like the middle third of my lid. And then for the inner third of my eyes, I'm gonna go in with the lightest color from the same palette. For my top liner, since I want it to be smudged, I'm going in with the Maybelline Long Lasting Drama Pencil. This one's in the color Onyx Black, I want to say. For the waterline, I'm going to use my LA Girls pencil in the color Nude. I'm going to take that same Maybelline New York pencil for the bottom liner, but this one's in the color Glazed Toffee. And I'm just going to stick it right there in the like outer third and smudge it in. For mascara, I'm going to use the Big Mood mascara from Elf. To add a little extra glow, going in with the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Pressed Powder with the same brush that I used for my powder bronzer. For finishing spray, I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Prep and Mist Spray. Be sure to extend your arm at least like 1.5 feet away because this is a super powerful sprayer. I always forget that part. For the lips, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place lip liner. Similar to the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop eyeshadow palette, their stuff goes on sale for really great prices. I think the regular price of this pencil is like $10. You can often get it for about $5 on the Juvia's Place website. Sephora Collection lipstick. This one's the matte lipstick in the color 21. And Sephora Collection's glossed lip gloss in the color Brave. So this is the final look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this look as much as I enjoyed creating it. I was definitely up for the challenge. Every single thing that I used today will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come back, watch some more videos, come back, join the family by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. Just get to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scar. Well, I don't have the